Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm making a Maria cake with a twist. So this is a really easy dessert to make. It is called Mexican Lime Maria Icebox Cake. And I ran out of limes, so I decided to try making it with lemons. So I've made this lots of times before with limes, but like I said, I ran out, so I thought, why not use lemons and see how that turns out. So this is my Maria cake with a twist. This is the easiest thing to make. All you need to make this is a half a cup of lime juice, a can of sweetened condensed milk, a can of evaporated milk, 4 ounces of cream cheese, and some Maria cookies, which you can get at almost any store. At least I've never had a hard time finding them. Sometimes they're in the cookie section and sometimes they're in the Hispanic food section. But it's an orange box and they're sort of like a vanilla shortbread kind of cookie. Super yummy. Like I said, this is very easy to make. So here I'm just squeezing my lemons and limes, and you want to get a half a cup of juice. And if your lemon or limes have seeds, you might want to run this through a strainer, but luckily I didn't have any seeds in mine on this day. So I'm just squeezing that out. It usually takes about 4 to 5 limes, depending on how big they are. But like I said, you just want to get a half a cup of juice. So you're basically just going to combine everything in a bowl and then whisk it or use a hand mixer. So I've just added my 4 ounces of cream cheese, and make sure it's softened and at room temperature. It needs to be nice and soft so that it will mix in well. And there's 1 can of evaporated milk. I believe it's 14 ounces, I'm guessing. And then your sweetened condensed milk. And then add in your fruit juice. And I have made this just using a whisk, but it doesn't come out as good, so I would recommend using a mixer. So we're just going to blend that on medium to medium-high speed until it's all mixed together and starts to thicken up a bit. The most challenging part is just getting the cream cheese to blend in without being clumpy. And now we're ready to assemble. So I'm just putting about a half a cup of our liquid mixture in the bottom of an 8x8 pan. We're going to coat the bottom of the pan, and you're just going to start layering. You're just going to alternate layers of cookies and the cream mixture. And I think I usually get about 5 layers in before I run out of cream. So yeah, you want to do 9 cookies per layer. Just space them out in rows of 3. Kind of push them down into the cream. So there's our first layer. Then we're going to do another half cup of cream. And you just got to be careful when you're spreading it around so that you don't disturb all the cookies you just laid down. So spread that out. And then just continue to alternate layers until you run out of cream. but make sure that your last layer on top is cream. So this is the point where I realized that I forgot to make my lime and lemon zest. And those were the only limes I had, and if you've ever tried this before, it's pretty much impossible to make the zest after you've already cut into the lime. So this is me trying in vain to get that lime zest on a lime that's already been cut in half, and it doesn't work very well, but luckily I did have some lemons. So originally when I was going to make this, I had a vision of having lime and lemon zest mixed in for the top. Nice pretty and yellow and green, but we had to settle for mostly yellow. So make some zest in the beginning before you cut into your lemons and limes, and set that aside, and it makes just a nice little decorative topping for the top. And there it's now ready to go in the fridge, and you want to chill this in the fridge for several hours. This pan that I'm using came with a lid, so I'm covering it with that. Otherwise, just use foil. But if you use foil, make sure you tent the foil so that it doesn't stick to the cream layer on top. Chill that for several hours, ideally 8 hours or overnight, so that way it can set up. And I forgot to film again when we were eating it and serving it. We had gone into Ed's brother's house and I had forgot the camera, but I did manage to snap a couple pictures. So there we're serving it up, and it hadn't chilled as long as it needed to be, so it wasn't set up enough, but the cookies become like a cake after they sit in the layers with the cream, so it does make like a cake, and it's very good. It turned out really good with the lemons. I think I do like it best with the lime, like the original recipe, but it was also really good with the lemons. It's really tart and creamy and just delicious. So I hope you try this. It's very easy, very cheap. It'd be good to take to a potluck or Thanksgiving or something. So I hope you try this, and I hope you like it. Until next time.